What has happened down here is the wind has changed. Clouds roll in from the north and it starts to rain. Rain real hard and rain for a real long time. 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline. River rolls all day, the river rolls all night.
So the inn started in '93. So while we had a basis for gardens, like we had roses, we had some beautiful things, it's from '93 that this garden has been growing the way it was when Rita and Katrina walloped it. What Katrina did is it knocked all the trees out. Actually, we've lost 75% of our tree cover because of Katrina. We damaged all the roofs. This house needed a new roof. This house had a lot of roof damage, which is, of course, the main lodge of the inn. All of the buildings had about 10 inches of water in them. We had just restocked the restaurant, opened the Wednesday before Rita, actually, to a really great crowd, and we were having lots of fun because the restaurant was open. Felt good.
The first week was all on generators. Plugs coming up through the window.
We had 2 generators here, I think. We had friends who brought 3 more different friends. Roy was actually, my husband was actually downstairs just running the generators. And we would like, okay, somebody's going to the bathroom, put the bathroom lights on. Okay, Matt needs the oven, put the oven light on. And he was like just running the generators.
We had to pick and select which appliances we wanted, and no AC. It's pretty hot. It was not fun in the kitchen with.
We knew that Rita was coming. We knew how close, it didn't have to be close for it to get us. I mean, we knew what was going to happen. Because of the loss of marshland south of us, there is no chance for this area of Louisiana if a storm is coming from the west. So we lifted the furniture and just waited, and you knew it was coming. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, we have friends who live on the bayou, and they called and said, here it is. It's in our living room, so it's going to be in yours soon. So there wasn't anything to do at that point. We'd already lifted everything. But it came in really fast. But we watched it rise from 4 o'clock till maybe 9. By 9 o'clock, we had about 10 feet of water. It was pretty scary, just whether it was going to stop or not. We had another floor we could go to, but we were ready. But we were smart. We pulled up all the freezers because we didn't want to have to go through that again. We put all the freezers up. And just at the last moment, as the water was about waist high, we realized we have food we can get to. We have a boat we can get to. We don't have a way to cook anything. So we grabbed one of the barbecue pits and we dragged it upstairs and we put it on the veranda. And that's how we lived for about 10 days.
After Rita, we opened about 10 days after the water went down. And opened up with the whole menu with a few changes, trying to find what seafood we could. Oyster beds were gone, so that was pretty nasty. It took us a couple months to get oysters back on the menu. But crabs came back really quickly, and shrimp, again, really quickly as well. We were able to put this bouillabaisse back on the menu within that first month. Albeit it was just shrimp and crabs at that point, which is the beauty of this soup. It's going to highlight what you have. Starting right now with just some olive oil and toasted garlic, and then into that, throw a whole bunch of vegetables. So one of the classic tastes of this is the fennel taste. Also some sort of anise liqueur, so herb saint is the New Orleans version of that, so a good bit of that goes in. So what we do is sweat the vegetables in the oil, add some salt so they soften up pretty quickly. Crabs and shrimp stocks. This is made just from the small gumbo crabs that they're prevalent everywhere down here, the ones that are too small to pick. And as that mixture continues to sweat and get nice and soft, we add the stock into there. Just going to throw in some chili flakes right about now. Give it a mild heat so they'll cook for a while. Saffron, another really traditional flavor in the soup. And bouillabaisse literally means to boil and to set back. So once we have the stock in there, bring it up to a boil, and literally you just set it back on the stove. Set it on low, just want to reduce maybe a quarter of it.
Researched a lot of recipes and picked out the ingredients that I liked the best, and a lot of trial and error. A fish stew basically is what I wanted on the menu that would have everything I could go down and get from Higgins. It's kind of hard to think of them as suppliers so much as just people I always have to factor in an extra 15 minutes when I go get seafood because you're going to BS a little bit. Talking about the Saints draft pick today when I went to go try to find some seafood from them. It's always got a cold beverage for me. So yeah, it's a unique customer relationship.
And it gets to be where most of my customers are my friends. Yeah. Since your enemies don't deal with you.
He was down here for a couple of days helping us clean out. While he was waiting for guys to start bringing crabs and oysters in so he could have something to do because he had nothing to do. So we all just kind of bounced around helping each other out, cleaning up our respective businesses and homes and stuff.
So many people in this community just volunteered their help and time for their neighbors. And being a small community, you know them, you're related to them, you're raised with them. It's not like a big city where you don't know the people 2 blocks over. And everybody gets together here for fairs, dances, weddings, sporting events. Everybody gets together, so everybody knows each other. Well, the boat blessing itself is blessing the fleet so that the fishermen have a safe and bountiful harvest.
The trawlers and everybody else with the boat and makes their living off the bayou gives their alms or whatever you would consider to the church, and Father Ryan, the Catholic priest down here, blesses the fleet as they go by. It's one of the old swing bridges that they open, and the boats go back and through. And everybody boils seafood of every kind and a big party all day long.
Oh, they're definitely serious about the boat blessing. If you want a good season, you gotta give it to the priest.
It's a once-a-year thing. So this is kind of like a family reunion. There's family members, friends of other people. We just invite basically anybody who wants to come. They know that we always have a party here. We supply seafood for the most part. And everybody brings its desserts and anything their special dish, they make and they bring. The people, they play music as they pass. I mean, they party on boats, we party on land. It's just a huge, big thing in Lafitte.